Hi Aquarius, my name is Tawana. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a reading for you, and this can resonate with you if you have an Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, though it will not resonate for everyone. Today I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck, the Radiant Wells Atlas Tarot deck, as well as my all-time favorite, the Angel Answers Oracle deck. And I've already pulled your card, so let's jump right into it. The first card we have is Get Grounded. And this is almost immediately telling me that like everything that you're feeling may not be your own. It's like the reminder here is, Aquarius, maybe you need to reconnect with yourself so that you are not feeling overwhelmed by things that aren't even yours in the first place. This is the card that is like, reminds me of like, figure out what is your stuff and what is their stuff. Whether it is that you're interacting with one person in your reality, or a couple of different people in your reality, or difficult situations in your reality. This is when you are so sensitive to your environment. It talks about empaths and highly sensitives. I don't necessarily think you have to be an empath or think you have to be a highly sensitive person, but you may be going through a phase of being more sensitive to your environment. And as such, it requires a bit more self-care on your part to figure out what you need to take responsibility for and what are your authentic feelings and what you may be feeling as a result of being intertwined or entangled with somebody else or a couple of other people. And then we have the Lumeria card. This card hasn't come out for anyone else, but of course it would come out for Aquarius. Lumeria is, I don't know if any one of you are aware of this, but if you're not, Lumeria is a lost land on Earth. It's one of Earth's lost lands. It was a place on Earth that was supposed to be balanced and harmonious. It was heaven on Earth, is what all of the ancient things say. It was a place that was basically heaven on earth. And to me, what this is like talking about, it says creating heaven on earth, it's happening. What this card is talking to me about is maybe you're needing to get grounded because you're like working on something. Maybe it's important for you to get grounded because you are stepping into a reality or an experience that needs to be perceived by perhaps you and you only. Like your perspective has to be from the self. It can't be influenced by how other people are feeling or other people's junk in your energetic like space. There's something about this, and maybe this is leading from the Capricorn reading, but there's something about this energy that I feel like can appear as too good to be true. This Lemurian energy can appear as maybe too good to be true. Maybe I can't pull this off. Maybe I was just tricking myself. But that's why it's important for you to get grounded, because I feel like you by yourself can pull this off. You with a bunch of people in your energy and you picking up on their stuff makes it more difficult for you to pull this off. This Lumeria, whatever this represents to you. Maybe it's just bringing balance to a situation, bringing harmony to a situation in your life in the coming weeks. And then we end with the Oracle, Trust the Niggle, which is your own intuition. What is your own intuitive guidance telling you? It almost feels like you need to remove yourself from the energetic clutter of everyone else and connect with the highest version of you, because that's where you'll find the guidance. That's where you'll find the answer. If you're looking for one, that's where you'll find the way to this harmony or this balance that maybe you're trying to create. And this could just be a vision or a possibility that you have spotted and are trying to like bring into reality. Okay. It's interesting that we're starting with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, because I remember the last Aquarius reading also had this Queen of Pentacles, and it also had this Ten of Wands, which is also here again this time around. So I wonder if you guys have earth placements in your charts, because you're consistently coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, or maybe you're dealing with someone in your reality who's holding that energy. But the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, which is the strongest energy of the reading, it's coming up to me as making choices, seeing things clearly and making choices from that space of clarity. It almost feels like something is being, maybe this is about your perception and how you perceive things. It's almost like you aren't able to see things, or you're not seeing something 100% clearly yet. Maybe that's intentional. I feel like this is you trying to be grounded, and maybe you're trying to make a grounded choice. Out of all the options, you're trying to make a choice that is grounded in reality, one that you can depend on, one that you can stabilize. But there are aspects of the perspective that I think are forming. You're not seeing everything clearly yet, if you are this Queen of Pentacles. Beside that, we have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. And then we also have the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Maybe this is a decision that you're making on alliances, making the right alliances, or maybe you're working on a project, or maybe this is about your work and your financial stability. It's almost like you're trying to choose something, because I feel like where you currently are, it's almost like this energy of energetic overwhelm. The Ten of Wands, which I think you've been carrying for a while, because like I said, this Ten of Wands energy is coming from the last reading too. It's like you are overwhelmed by the environment around you, something that was supposed to be happy and bring joy. Maybe this is a relationship, or maybe this is a work environment. It's like something that was supposed to be make you happy is ending up causing a lot of stress. It's causing a lot of stress, and I think it's because of not necessarily you, but it feels like the environment is causing like this energetic burnout that you're experiencing. And it's affecting the way you feel about it, the relationship, the workplace environment, whatever it is. So this is where I think you're trying to make a choice. Like, do I have a new beginning here? Or is this even worth it, because it feels so heavy? Do I work together with these people Do I try to make this family dynamic work? Like, there's something here with a group that you're dealing with, and I feel like it's because of the energy of the group. It's almost like there's a dissonance between you as an individual and the energy of the collective that you're working with. It could be as simple as your family not being in resonance with your family, not being in resonance with the space that you are working in every single day. It's like you're wondering, you're trying to make a choice on, do I restart something? Do I have a new beginning? Maybe elsewhere. Maybe do I begin something else because this space is too overwhelming. It's like emotionally overwhelming for you to exist in. And it could be because you are trying to be stable, because you are trying to make stable decisions, right? Because you're trying to stabilize your life in some way, shape, or form. The energy of whatever this is almost off-putting or throwing you off because it's not aligning with what you are trying to do, with the grounding that you are trying to achieve at this phase, at this point in the journey. In the next row, we have the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Swords. You're learning something. You're learning something that I feel like is making you inch further and further away from whatever this new beginning is. Because I feel like the Queen of Wands is another manifestation of the Queen of Pentacles. We also have this Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, which I am interpreting as a separate energy. It's like someone is coming to tell you something. It's like someone is coming to say, hey, Aquarius, do you want to join me and my family in this project that we've been talking about for months, but you don't get along with their family and you don't get along with like that, like the dynamic that family shares, and so you want to be as far away from that as possible because it is just too overwhelming for you to be in that space with them. Not that anybody is a bad person, but it's too disturbing. It's like a disturbance. That may be a bad example. That may be a bad example, but it's the first thing that I thought of. But whatever this is, it's like someone's coming to say, hey, do you want to work on this? Do you want to work on something, the project, the goal, the whatever? Can we work this out? Can we work together? And it's like, I feel like you are almost interpreting this as a threat to your very stabilizing energy. It's like a threat to your whole thing right now, which is like trying to get grounded. So I feel like you're letting it go. You're letting it go because it's like you want to move to something calmer. You want to go someplace calmer, something more, you want to experience something more stabilizing. You want to have a more pleasant experience. And so you're taking action in finding a more pleasant experience. There's also this Five of Wands, Nine of Swords. So I don't know if maybe someone, like you had an argument with someone, or this is like a disagreement or conflict in some way. It feels like maybe they're like coming back around to like say, it's like a gesture, like, can we work together now? Like, can we do this project now? Like, is it possible for us to do this project now? But I feel like it's not that simple. it's not that simple, because whatever they're bringing to you feels like a threat to your stability, feels like a threat to the embodiment that you're trying to step into. Perhaps you need to communicate that. It's almost like someone is coming to like soothe a situation, and because of how you've been impacted by it, I feel like you're almost not reacting to them. You're reacting to the trigger of the situation. You're reacting to how destabilized you feel in that situation. So it doesn't even feel like it's about this Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords person. It's about your stability. That's what it's about. Like, that is of the utmost importance to you. Making choices that align with this feeling of stability. All right, so moving to our final row, we have the Two of Swords and the Sun, which to me can talk about, like, I don't remember who else had this combination, but someone else did recently. It's funny how the cards are like duplicating themselves. I take that as like a shared collective experience, like when the cards continue to like come out, and also in the same places for different signs. I'm a math girl. In terms of the probability of that happening, it's just, this deck has 78 cards. Like, the probability of me doing 2 readings where the same card is coming out in the same position, like, that's not a coincidence, but nothing is a coincidence. So, yeah, Aquarius, it's like the success of this project, of whatever you are building, of whatever, it's like this can still be heaven on earth. Heaven on earth is possible. Balance is possible. Harmony is possible. That's what I think the whole point of this is. Like, a harmonious environment is possible. You are reacting from a space of feeling destabilized and maybe having like a really jarring reaction to that. So I feel like now, like, the blockage or your decision is, I'm letting this go. But I feel like you're letting go of the Sun. You're letting go of a positive experience, an illuminating experience. Maybe an experience that is somewhat challenging because you're feeling somewhat destabilized. If this is like a course that you're taking, if this is like a whatever, however this applies to all of you, it's almost like choosing not to participate, choosing to let whatever this is go, is a blockage to your own life experience and your own illumination and your own, like, you're blocking the sun. That's what it feels like. And then we have the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, the 10 of Swords, which is Seven of Swords in this deck it comes off as, to me, regularly in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it can talk about deceit, trickery, theft. In this deck, I'm not so much getting that as I'm getting self-deception about something that could make you really happy and joyful and can possibly bring with it a huge sense of belonging, because that's what the Four of Wands talks to me about in this deck. It has a pregnant woman, but the pregnant woman is almost like a physical vessel for like this baby that is it's like they belong together. They are working in unison, and there is a sense of belonging between them that cannot be explained. And I feel like that's the experience that you're robbing yourself of. Whatever this is, whatever this thing is that someone is asking you to work with them on, whether it be like a shared project or a relationship, whatever kind of relationship, or whatever this is, whatever this Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands is, this reignition of collaboration between you both, I feel like there is a deep sense of belonging here beneath all of this, like, oh, I don't want to participate because it's destabilizing to me, blah, blah, blah. It's like there's a deep belonging that if you are willing to see, if you're willing to take yourself out of this box, you will perceive that. This almost feels like this Ten of Swords is a betrayal to your own experience. And then we end the reading with the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because we started the reading with the Queen of Pentacles and we are ending the reading with the King of Pentacles, which that is an energetic match. These are equals. If you are dealing with a person, if this is a decision about a person, this is coming up as equally yoked. Two people who can see and appreciate each other because they are two of a kind. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is almost like ending the reading with possibility, hope, expansion, possibly. Like there's a possibility of expansion. I feel like the point of all of this is maybe the way you're perceiving this entire dynamic is because of maybe the people around you, or what you have learned, or maybe various different opinions, or maybe it's not even like opinions, but it's a collection of your own experiences that you're having to separate this particular experience from. I feel like this situation the balance is possible. That's what I'm saying. The balance is possible. Sorry, it's almost like I can't even speak. We're in a Mercury retrograde, so please bear with me. All right, let's get some advice. What's the advice for Aquarius? What's the advice for Aquarius? No need to worry. Unlikely. There is no need to worry, Aquarius. Just believe. If you believe. So I'm going to leave you here. I hope this made sense for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.